everybody, this is Tabby Devine, and I want us to talk about overcoming the crippling spirit. Now let's go to Luke chapter 13 from verse 10 to 11. The Bible talks about a story of a woman who had a disabling spirit for 18 years. And the Bible says that she was bent over and she could not fully straighten herself. And the Bible is so clear that this was not just a normal sickness. She had a spirit that was behind this bent up situation that she was in. And she was in this situation for 18 years. So she was in this captivity of this sickness for the last 18 years. And she couldn't do anything to help herself. It's not like she didn't work hard. It's not like she had not tried. It's just that she was under the captivity of this spirit. And one time as Jesus is teaching in this synagogue, the Bible says that he saw her. Just like this moment, probably Jesus is seeing so many of us that have been crippled by the enemy. There are many ways that the enemy cripples us. It could be through emotional wounds. It could be through poverty. It could be through sicknesses. And the worst of the crippling that the enemy has upon human beings is that one of sin. And some of us may have tried to do whatever it takes to get out of this disabling spirit, but it is impossible. And there is only one person who can cure or free us from that crippling spirit, and that is Jesus. And I am so glad when I read that story that when Jesus saw this woman, he saw her struggle, he saw her pain, he saw her frustration, because Jesus does not just see us, he sees beyond the way things appear. And so he saw and identified with this woman. And the Bible says that when he saw her, he called her forward. Listen, this is a solution. The only way to break away from the captivity of the enemy, whether it is through your emotions, maybe you are in a depressive state, maybe you're suicidal. Those are all the ways that the enemy can cripple you. Maybe it's through poverty, maybe it's through sickness. I'm not saying all the time those things are caused by a demonic oppression over us, but there are instances where there is demonic oppression over people. And the only way to break those things is to come to Jesus. Because when Jesus invited that woman to come forward, the Bible says that Jesus looked at that woman and said, "Woman, you are freed from that infirmity." Now, let me show you something powerful about those words. When Jesus said to that woman, "You are freed," he was not just saying you're cured of your sickness or you're cured of these symptoms. He used the word freed. And when you look at that word in the original language, it gives that idea of divorce. When you completely separate somebody from someone, I mean, that language is used in marriage. When there is a divorce, there is a legal termination of that union. So when Jesus was saying you're freed, he was not just saying to this woman, you're cured or you're healed. He was saying that the enemy has no legal right to continue to oppress you. You are completely set free from the captivity of the enemy. And listen to me, only Jesus can do that. Medicine cannot do that sometimes. Sometimes, therapy cannot do that. Sometimes the only thing you need is Jesus entering your situation and bringing that total and legal separation from the demonic entity that is oppressing you. So here is the thing. I want you to do as that woman did. Come forward. And I hope that this video is an invitation by Jesus for you to come to him so that you can be set free from whatever oppression that the enemy has placed on you. You do not have to continue living under that oppression, under that captivity. The invitation of Jesus is that come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. And listen, the only way a man can break away, especially from the captivity of sin, is to turn to Jesus, because it is Jesus who is able to break the curse of sin and set a man free. So listen to me. Jesus is calling. Jesus is the chain breaker. Jesus is the healer. Jesus is the one that sets the captive free. And just like this woman, your story can also be, I have been set free, legally separated from every form of oppression by the enemy. God bless you and see you next time.